Your morning starts now. It's the Q102 Jeff and Jen podcast brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Vicky is looking for a second date update with a guy named Ed. Hi, Vicky. How are you?
Hey, you guys. How are you?
Doing great. You want to tell us about Ed, how you two met, and how the first date went?
Yeah, well, dating is so hard right now. I mean, I've met up with a few guys, and it's been pretty awful. If they're not freaked out about the pandemic, then they're pissed about politics. And, I mean, I know it's a hard time, but, you know, every conversation just feels so loaded and negative, and it's hard to find someone who's just chill that I could just hang out with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I found one, and he was awesome. I met him on Tinder, and we talked for a couple of days before we decided to get together. I took a couple of bottles of wine over to his house, and we hung out in the backyard, played cornhole, listened to music, got a little drunk, and it was so much fun.
Wine and cornhole.
Yeah, so it got a little harder as time went on. But, you know, we had a great time. We just relaxed, and I really can't remember having that good of a first date in a really long time. I stayed over there pretty late. I was trying to sober up so that I could drive home and let my dog out, but that didn't happen. So I, you know, wanted to be safe. I left my car over at his place and just Ubered home. And then, you know, I went back in the morning to get my car, and I knocked on the door just to say hi. And I'm pretty sure he was home because his car was in the driveway, but he never answered.
Yeah.
So
probably passed
I
out.
don't know. Yeah. He probably was sleeping or in the shower.
In the shower or on the
whatever.
toilet. That's when they always catch me.
I know. I was thinking that.
What, the return daters?
Oh,
I was gonna say.
anybody and everybody that comes to my house, they wait till they see me go into the bathroom.
The ones trying to pick up their cars from the late night booty calls?
Yes, and then the dog's going nuts.
Yeah.
She's on the toilet a lot.
I am. That's a true story.
But anyway, I had taken him some coffee and a breakfast sandwich, and I just ended up leaving it on his doorstep. And, you know, I'm sure he had some reason for not answering. And so then I texted him to let him know that I was there, and I'd left that for him.
Hey, I left you coffee and a breakfast sandwich on your doorstep.
Yeah.
And
I never heard back at all, not a thank you or anything, so I don't know what that's about. I mean, we left on great terms. We had a good time. He said he would talk to me later, kiss me goodbye. So I just don't know.
See, immediately I'd be thinking, he must be dead. He didn't answer his door. I left him the sandwich. Did you go back? I would have gone back to see if he picked up the sandwich and the coffee.
Oh. Like a stalkery drive-by.
Well, it's just weird that he didn't respond.
Stalkerish. Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, because what if she would have got busted? That would have sucked.
Was that really, if he spotted her?
Well, what you had to do was you had to go over to your mom's house, borrow her car, and then do the drive-by.
Oh. That's so much better.
That would have been pretty weird. But you see my dilemma, you know. I've found someone cool to hang out with. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, well, let's do this. We're going to take a break here, Vicky, and when we come back, we'll call Ed and see if we can get some information out of him, see if we can get him to talk to us and tell us what's up, what he thought of you and his date with you. Coming up, his second date update continues here at Cincinnati's Q102. All right, Vicky went on a date with Ed. They actually had wine and played cornhole at his house, and she got a little tipsy, so she Ubered home, left her car at his place, went back the next morning to get her car, knocked on the door, no answer, even left him coffee and a breakfast sandwich.
I kind of want to date her.
Yeah, that was super sweet.
Totally.
I love the thoughtfulness of that. But he never said thank you, never sent her a thank you text, never called her back. And it's been about how long, Vicky, since your date with Ed?
Well, it's been about 4 days now.
And counting. So we're going to go ahead and call Ed and see what's up.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Ed, please?
This is Ed. How can I help you?
It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
What is this all about?
Well, we do a feature on our show called Second Date Update, and someone you went on a date with recently has called us about you. Do you remember going on a date with Vicky?
Yes, that was weird.
Weird? How?
I thought everything was going great. Like, we had really good chemistry, conversation was going throughout the night, but it was just so weird. So the next morning, she sends me this text saying that she had left me breakfast, like, out my front door. So I'm like, oh, great, I love breakfast. So I go out there, and there's this huge pile of dog on my porch. And I'm just thinking, what the is this all about? Sending me a message for breakfast, and then you con me with dog. Like, oh my
That's
God,
a great.
Wait a minute. She told us that she left you breakfast.
There was no hiding the fact that there was just a huge mountain of dog
Are you serious? No.
piled up like a volcano.
Oh, well, hold on. None of this makes any sense. We have Vicky on the line right now. Vicky, what's up with the dog crap?
Oh my God! I left you a croissant sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts and a large coffee. I would never leave poop on your porch. Oh my God!
Well, I did think that would have been a strange move, especially to text me about it. I couldn't figure out what I did to deserve that, but there's a kid down the street who likes to mess with me sometimes, and he plays little pranks like this, and I bet he did it. He probably stole the breakfast, left the dog right there.
Have you ever had poop left on your porch before, or any other sort of...
Do you have a dog next door that maybe came and ate your sandwich and dropped a load on his way out?
Ew.
I don't know if this is what happened, but as I'm thinking about this, because I thought it was very weird for someone to leave poop on my porch.
It was in a bag?
No, it wasn't in a bag. It was just laid out on the porch. If someone had shoveled it and just dropped it right there. There was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just utter chaos.
That's so bizarre.
Just a pile of poop. It's kind of funny.
I guess it's funny now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't get... I just thought you were pranking me. I'm so sorry I haven't called you.
Well, I can understand why you wouldn't if you thought I left poop on your porch, but I think we're going to have to deal with that kid.
So
listen, wait. More important question. The sandwich, did it have bacon or sausage on it?
Bacon.
Oh, a woman of my own heart. Thank you so much for the sandwich. Yeah, I'm really going to have to go have a talk with that kid because this is ridiculous. I mean, now he's actually attempting to ruin my life.
Does that mean you want to hang out again then?
I'm free tonight. How about tonight?
Great.
Do we have a second date here, you guys?
We're due. We were due for one.
It's so rare these days.
Oh, yeah, that people actually like each other and go out again?
Yeah, that the offense isn't so severe that it's... Well, here it seems like we've got pure innocence, right?
Oh, my God, how crazy.
Yeah. Next time, make sure if you get him a sandwich, you place it in his hands or hide it where the neighbor kid can't see it.
Oh, my God, I never would have guessed anything like that, but thanks for helping us figure this out.
Thanks for listening to the Q102